Hey there, it's Walt.
And of course it's Ann. Who else would it be?
We were talking about our very first ultra marathon.
Oh, it was so horrible. It was Hurricane what?
Irene.
Hurricane
Irene.
And we were like, there's just no way anyone's going to run an ultra marathon in a hurricane. And it was blowing and raining. And remember, you and I and our friend Jeffrey David, we were standing around under the tent. And we were like, so what do you think? And he looked at us and what did he say?
He said, success is a choice.
And we just cut up laughing.
And we've laughed at it for years. There we were. I mean, it was dark. It was like 5:30 in the morning.
Oh, it was horrible.
It was blowing. It was late summer, so it was a little bit warm, but you were dressed in shorts and a sports bra, and I was dressed in just a pair of shorts, and we were already soaking wet. And that phrase, success is a choice, just struck us in the moment as completely hilarious.
Right, because I think that there was, a lot of other choices.
there seemed like there were better
So
choices in the moment. And yet, as we look back now over the years since that moment, I think Jeffrey David was right. I was out at a speaking event last week and sharing with someone there that we were just back from 𝗟𝗘𝗧', Argentina, where we had spent 9 weeks enjoying the beautiful summer in the southern hemisphere. And she said to me, "You're so lucky."
Yeah, I mean, we are lucky, right? We're blessed. There are definitely, this doesn't just come from our choices, But
the series of choices, I think, that we all make in our lives, the consistency of the choices, really does determine how we are in the world. We got back from 𝗟𝗘𝗧', Argentina, about a month ago, and
it's like Hurricane Irene all over again
and
for 3 weeks.
Every day we've gotten up in the dark and we've gone out and we've run and we make that choice. There aren't a lot of days that we sit down and we feel like picking apart the intricacies of our CRM. You show up every day and write, and you don't always feel like it.
I don't always feel like it, and you have to sit down and you have to do stuff anyways. And do we make the right series of choices all the time? No, we were just at a dinner party and
with dear friends.
Bad choices were made. There were bad choices made, but the consistency, the overall choosing between this option and that option. I mean, even going to 𝗟𝗘𝗧', it wasn't just a given. It was a choice. It was a calculated choice that had some risks associated with it. We had to choose not to do other things so we could do that. We had to put a lot of stuff in place in order to do that. So, choices come with benefits and they come with costs.
So, choices from how we design our business, choices about where we live, choices about what we eat, how we exercise, how we show up in the world. Those are all choices.
Yeah, what we say yes to, what we say no to, and that doesn't always make me feel very popular.
And choices, it's one thing to say, yes, well, you don't have kids right now, or the responsibilities around aging parents, and we are lucky in that way, and we've been through that period of time, and even when our circumstances are such that we can't make a physical choice about where we are, we can still make that mental choice about how we'll be. There's so much fear going around the world right now, around viruses and the economy, and we can make a choice to buy into the fear, or we can make a choice for love, for hope. We get to make those choices now. And so regardless of where you are in the world right now, where you are in your own life right now, there are choices to be made. Somebody very dear to us is making a choice around a long-term relationship. It's a very difficult choices. Choices can be good, choices can be bad, but the quality of our lives is built upon the choices, the conscious, the mindful, the intentional choices we make day in and day out. And as you said, they're not always easy to make. You know, the thought leader Jim Rohn, who we both love, said, you know, so much of business and life success is simple. That is, the principles are simple, but they're not always easy. And at the end of the day, the ultimate choice that we get to make is that choice of how we will be in any circumstance. I think a favorite book that you and I both love was Viktor Frankl's Man's Search for Meaning. You know, he said the greatest gift of our humanity, the greatest of all of our gifts, is the ability to choose how we will be in any moment, regardless of our circumstances.
So Jeffrey David was right.
Success is a choice. Make it a great rest of the day, great rest of the week. Talk soon.
Bye, guys.